Boston College is your Beanpot champion. James Higgins walks away with MVP honors, and nobody's arguing that. But if you're watching this tournament with Bruins colored glasses, there's another name that deserves your attention, and that's Dean Letourneau. A year ago, he was labeled a project, a reach, a long-term bet. Today, he looks like one of the most effective and impactful players in college hockey, and maybe the clearest example of why the Bruins draft the way they do. This is the full story of Dean Letourneau, where he came from, why Boston believed in him, how he struggled, how he grew, and why this Beanpot might be the moment his breakout became undeniable. As always, thank you for watching my Bruins Diehards content. Please leave me a like, a subscribe, and let's get into it. Dean Letourneau's path to prominence wasn't linear, and that's a huge part of his evaluation. Born in Ontario, Canada, Letourneau didn't grow up as the most dominant player on every team. He grew, literally and figuratively. At his frame, he filled out to 6'6" and over 215 pounds. His skill began to catch up to his body. What stood out wasn't brute force, but comfort with the puck. Soft hands in traffic, a calm presence below the dot, an instinct for delaying plays until something opened. Those traits earned him a commitment to Boston College, one of the most demanding development environments in college hockey. The Eagles don't hand out ice time. They expect structure, pace, and responsibility. Things Letourneau was still learning how to deliver consistently. By the time his draft year had arrived, scouts were split. At the 2024 NHL entry draft, Letourneau became one of the most debated selections on the board when the Bruins called his name in the first round. Traditional draft boards didn't know where to place him. The size was elite, the skill flashes were undeniable, but consistency still forming. Most scouting reports landed on the same conclusion: high ceiling, long runway. This is where the Bruins leaned in. Boston staff didn't see a finished product. They saw an archetype. A massive center with touch, playmaking instincts, and the ability to create offense in tight spaces. The archetype doesn't mature quickly. It takes reps, patience, and confidence. Internally, the comparison wasn't to bruisers of the Bruins' past. It was closer to players like Tage Thompson, oversized, skill-centered, who struggled early before learning how to weaponize their size. Thompson didn't explode until the game slowed down for him. Letourneau was expected to follow a similar curve. Draft night reaction ranged from excitement to skepticism. Bruins fans were told to be patient. Then came year one. Letourneau's first season at Boston College was humbling. The pace of the NCAA exposed every unfinished detail in his game. His skating lagged behind elite competition. His decision-making was half a second late. His confidence wavered. Statistically, the year was modest. He struggled to produce 5-on-5, and his shot volume was low. Advanced metrics told the same story. BC wasn't consistently winning the quality battles when he was on the ice. But there were clues beneath the surface. Even in a down year, Letourneau's individual expected goals rates remained respectable, meaning where he did shoot, it came from dangerous areas. The skill was still there, the foundation was intact. The Bruins didn't flinch. We also found out that he was hurt most of the year, so that does play into a lot of his struggles in his first year. They understood what they had drafted. This season, the jump has been dramatic. Letourneau's skating improved just enough to keep him on the right side of plays. His anticipation sharpened. His confidence with the puck surged. Suddenly, the game slowed down. The results followed immediately. He's producing at a point-per-game pace. With a huge increase in 5-on-5 offense, his shot attempts are up, his scoring chances are up, his on-ice expected goals share has climbed north of 55%. Meaning Boston College is decisively outplaying opponents when he's out there. This is where the Tage Thompson comparisons really stand to resonate. Like Thompson, Letourneau isn't flooding the net with volume. He's creating quality. His goals come from the slot, off delays, off broken coverage. He uses reach and patience rather than speed. Defenders can't rush him because he wants them leaning. There's also the Adam Lowry element emerging. Letourneau is impacting games without needing to score. He's extending zone time, winning draws, and shutting down in transition. His line consistently tilts the ice. That's NHL transferable value. The Beanpot has been a way of revealing who's ready. Under pressure against elite competition, Letourneau didn't fade. He controlled. He won puck battles, protected leads, and consistently forced opponents to defend longer shifts. With James Higgins provided the flash and earn MVP honors, Letourneau provided the foundation. During the tournament, BC generated over 60% of expected goals with him on the ice 5-on-5, a dominant number in high-stakes games. This wasn't a hot stretch. It was a confirmation. For the Bruins, Dean Letourneau is no longer a question mark. He's a developing center with clearly defined NHL path. At minimum, he projects at a middle six matchup center who can survive playoff hockey. At his ceiling, he becomes a problem, a size and skill hybrid who wears teams down over the series. For the Bruins organization, transitioning eras, that matters. This was never about instant impact. It was about trusting the development process. And right now, the trust is paying off. Dean Letourneau didn't change the narrative overnight. He earned it shift by shift. From just outside of Ottawa, Ontario, to the Beanpot spotlight, he's gone from project to priority. If the trajectory continues, the Bruins may have landed one of the most valuable forwards in their pipeline. And at the time, a lot of us thought it was a stretch. Drop a comment down below. Are you buying into the breakout year? Like, subscribe as always. Thank you for checking out my Bruins Diehards videos, and I'll see you next time.